What's going on, Upstate Speed Tests? Welcome back to not Upstate New York. Behind us is Hell's Kitchen at Caesars Atlantic City, and the brand new Hook Theater. Used to be Coyote Kate's Slot Parlor if you ever went to the Wild Wild West back in the day. So as we casually walk the boardwalk here, let's test out all three network providers and see who does the best. I can already tell you from history I know who's going to win this one, but I won't spoil it. So let's check it out right now. All right, so like I mentioned in the beginning, we're in front of the brand new Hook Theater by Spiegel World. And let's see how Verizon does. There appears to be a node right in front of us. I don't know if it has millimeter wave. I don't think it does. So looks like we're getting unexpectedly bad results on Verizon, about 28.5 down, but then cooking close to 200 on the upload. So for Verizon, and I think AT&T's in the same case, there's a node every 500 to 1,000 feet along the boardwalk, and some of the macro sites have millimeter wave on them, but it's rather difficult to connect to unless you're out on the beach, which is over there. Abandoned pier shopping mall behind us. So let me switch over to T-Mobile next and we'll give them a shot. All right, we are switched over to T-Mobile Ultra Capacity. I don't believe T-Mobile is actually on any of these nodes along the boardwalk. But, you know, on the way in through Philly and through South Jersey, there were some really respectable T-Mobile performances, generally around 500 to 600 down when you had, you know, decent location to a cell tower. 378 on the down. Ping time is okay. Loaded ping times are all right. Jitter 17, that's all right. And upload close to 100. So there's T-Mobile for you. Unexpectedly good in this location. Generally speaking, T-Mobile's kind of hit or miss going down the boardwalk. They don't have the same density that AT&T and Verizon are running, but they also don't have the same customer base. I feel like T-Mobile and I feel like AT&T and Verizon much more loaded down. Let me switch over to AT&T and I'll be right back. All right, so we're connected to AT&T via Boost Infinite. 69 millisecond ping. The upload is looking like it's going to struggle to break 100 here. Loaded ping times are kind of bouncing all over the place, but not great. Jitter is 20 milliseconds, and we ended up finishing at 130. According to AT&T's coverage map, they do have C-band deployed across Atlantic City, but, you know, again, I question the density. They probably don't have it on too many cell sites. So yeah, 69 millisecond ping, loaded ping time's not great, jitter at 20. Some of that jitter, again, could be related to Boost Infinite being low priority. There's a squirrel acting very weird on the boardwalk here. That's what I love about Atlantic City. You always see some odd stuff going on around here. But yeah, there's our speed tests live from the Atlantic City boardwalk in front of Caesars and the Wild West Casino and the pier shops at Caesars. So, and here's the weird squirrel again. Hey buddy, what's going on?
Look at that squirrel.
Probably got rabies or something. Alright guys, it's Saturday morning now and we're out on the beach in Atlantic City. We're gonna run Verizon, T-Mobile, and AT&T on the beach. We're directly behind the Tropicana, and on the Trop, if I can find it for you, there's a node with Verizon on it right there, and one on the other end as well. So it could be that we're in like a null sector in between the panels because Verizon not performing great out here on the beach. 20.9 down, really bad ping, really bad loaded ping, really bad jitter. And there's not that many people out here yet this morning. In fact, all of Atlantic City's been kind of quiet for a July weekend, middle of July weekend. It's been surprisingly quiet. All right, there we go. I don't know what happened with that last test, but this is more like it. So these are not millimeter wave speeds, even though there is millimeter wave up on the panel setup I just showed you. But it's facing down the boardwalk, as far as I can tell. 191 on the down, very good ping time. Loaded ping time is not that great. The upload's okay though. 6 millisecond jitter and 20 on the up. Earlier up by the boardwalk, I was getting over 200 on the down. Let's switch over to T-Mobile and see how they're doing on the beach. T-Mobile appears to have a site on top of the former Hilton there that's been closed for years and years, and it's going to be renovated into luxury condos. Let me pause it, switch to T-Mobile. All right, we're switched over to T-Mobile Ultra Capacity, and again, appear to have line of sight to a site on top of the old Hilton. I will say T-Mobile's 5G is a lot more stable than Verizon's right now, probably due to the fact that Verizon's still operating non-standalone. But yeah, 400 down on T-Mobile with a very decent ping time. Decent loaded ping. Jitter's all right. Loaded ping on the up looks very good. And we're going to get close to 100 up. So very, very stable T-Mobile performance in Atlantic City. It's not always the fastest, but it's stable and very consistent. So there's T-Mobile. Give me a minute. I'll switch over to AT&T and we'll see how they're doing. Again, AT&T supposed to have C-band covering Atlantic City now, but I haven't found it yet. So let me switch over. All right, we are switched over to AT&T. I don't see an AT&T site around us unless they're also up on the top of the Tropicana over there. They actually, I'm looking around, I don't see their equipment anywhere. So this is clearly low-band 5G. We're getting 120-ish. Looks like it's going to pick up a little. About 143 on the down, 57 ping. Really bad loaded ping time on the down, the worst out of the big three. 45, almost 30, almost 36 on the up, if I could talk. 13 millisecond jitter. Upload jitter loaded, not good. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Let's run AT&T one more time, because it looked like it wanted to do better, but it couldn't. 74 millisecond ping. It's bouncing around a lot. And again, loaded ping time horrific, but keep in mind this is Boost Infinite on AT&T, so that could be part of the problem. Yeah, so there it goes. Okay, 150 on the down. The jitter's okay. Loaded ping times are not great. In fact, kind of terrible. Upload speed is going to be just pretty average. Yeah, 26 up. Okay. So in this particular spot on the beach, T-Mobile is kind of dominating. Oh, God, I tripped. Okay. So again, just to show you guys, right there, oops, what am I doing? Right there on the former Hilton being renovated into luxury condos is what I believe is the T-Mobile site, because you can see the C-band panel, or the N41 panel there. Verizon up on the top of the Tropicana. Where did it go? The nice thing about being able to zoom in this far is that you can see a lot, but it's hard to focus. All right, there's the Verizon site with millimeter wave. And AT&T, nowhere to be found. There's the rest of the Atlantic City skyline for you there. And Borgata, if you're familiar with Atlantic City, Borgata would be off to the left over there. So there you go. Thanks for joining. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.